Remember when the angels proclaimed, O Mary, God gives you good news of a word from him. His name will be the Messiah, Jesus, son of Mary, honored in this world and the hereafter, and he will be one of those nearest to God. So even from the Quran, we know that Jesus, alayhi salam, is a word from Allah. Now, referring this to the Bible, I'm going to use a Unitarian description of it. This is basically saying that the word of God was always with God, and that he was the Messiah that was talked about before the time of Abraham. He himself confirms this in John 4:26. So before this exchange, the Jews said that Jesus alayhi salam had a demon because he called them out, saying that they were not doing the works of the Father. So before John 8:58, I'm going to read the context of it. They ask him, are you greater than our father Abraham who died? This is in John 8:53. Who do you make yourself out to be? Jesus answered, if I glorify myself, my glory is nothing. It is my Father who glorifies me, of whom you say he is our God. And then I'll go down to 56. Your father Abraham rejoiced that he would see my day. He saw it and was glad. So the Jews said to him, you are not yet 50 years old. Have you seen Abraham? Jesus said, truly, truly, I say to you, before Abraham was, I am. So they picked up stones to throw at him, but Jesus hid himself and went out to the temple. So not every version of the Bible has the I am capitalized. And when you look at the Codex Sinaiticus and you try to look for the book of Exodus, it is nowhere to be found. So yes, Jesus alayhi salam was with God before Abraham, Noah, Adam, just about everybody. He was in a form of a word, not the actual all words of God, but just a word. And that word was breathed into the womb of the Mother Mary, radiallahu anha, and given life. In John 8:47, Jesus alayhi salam says, whoever is of God hears the words of God. The reason why you do not hear them is that you are not of God. So these people didn't really understand what he was saying. And that's why they stoned him. Not for the claim of being God, but to claim that he is the Messiah. And also in John 9:17, the blind man that he healed claimed that he was a prophet, not the Son of God or God in the flesh. And they still disbelieve because they defiantly disobeyed as told in the Quran. Now I continue to speak about all of this stuff, how Genesis 3:14-15 is not speaking of Jesus or a prophecy. It is speaking about how humans will be higher than the serpent or the devil, and that the only way that he can bother us is by striking our heels because he's low. And then also how Genesis 12:3 is not just about the messianic lineage, it's also about anybody who speaks good of Abraham, including Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Ishmaelites. But I'm going to try to keep it as short as possible.